looking so good. I'm down for you. I want nobody else. I just want you. So let's go down to my place and have some fun.
So hey guys, it's actually raining and I decided to film outside, mainly because there has not been lights for like 2 days, and this part of the video I wanted to film it with light. So I basically just wanted to talk about this whole Flutterwave thing that happened this week. Like, I just wanted to give my own opinion, right, as to everything that happened. Obviously, like from the article that David wrote, I'll put the link to the article in the description below so you guys can also go through the article yourself. I'm going to be saying everything I'm saying based off of what is in that article, right? And I picked out three major things. Well, I'll say four, but like those major things that we should look at as entrepreneurs that are just starting in business. I'm not really going to delve into what the problem was or like what the crime was, because I don't even know if it's 100% true or not. But because those things were stated, it made me to realize that there's some things that we should know as entrepreneurs that are starting business, right? So the first thing is work culture. Like abroad, in other countries, you hardly find where it exists abroad. I'm not saying like abroad doesn't, like people that date in the work environment, but in cases where the oga of the business is having a sexual relationship with an employee of the business, most cases the boss, the oga, should resign. Like it's kind of like a thing. But at least when I was having a conversation with my lawyer, that was what she said. And then she was like, she has had stories and experiences of where the owner of the business has a relationship to do with a female employee, and like the owner of the business is always advised to resign or either transferred to another branch of the company, but like they are not directly involved. Or even if it's like people that are in like employee to employee, they are not left in the same department because of conflict of interest. Because you are, first of all, you're obviously whoever you're in a relationship with or whatever you have to do with that person, right, gives that person an utmost favor in your eyes. So if you are the owner of the business, obviously you favor that person over other people. There's no doubt about that. So in order to like combat that situation, we're always advised to like leave the vicinity. Don't be directly involved with that person in the company. That's one. And then like in my own opinion, I just feel like as an oga of a business, don't be sleeping around with your employees. Like it's different if you are in a serious relationship with an employee and you're like, okay, you actually love this person, like you're actually doing seriously, and the one that you're just doing play up and down, just sleeping with everybody in the company, like that one is just bad. That one is like a no, like don't even bother at all, like don't even try it. That's just one. Then another thing is employment contract. People don't read their employment contract, right? And like, see, employees, I'll be honest, be reading your employment contract. Like no matter how bad the owner of the business is, you still read your employment contract. At least for your own sake, do that for yourself. So imagine an employment contract stating that the owner of the business can decide to sell off your stocks without prior discussion with you that owns the stock options. Imagine something like that. Or like there are so many things that could be in a contract or could be omitted from a contract that could actually save you in the long run. So as employees don't just think it's just employment contracts about, okay, this is the job I'm doing, this is the pay I'm getting. Like, no, read your contract. And if they don't give you contract, ask for contract. It's not a joking matter. Ask for your employment contract. Like, it's very, very important. That's one. And then two, as an oga of a business, please, you should not be doing dubious things. Why are you trying to steal off or rob off your stock options of your employees, or trying to like do insider trading and all of that? Like, it's not necessary. I don't understand what the point is exactly. You have your own stocks, right? Like GB already had like 67% stocks shares in the equity in the company. So I'm like, what exactly is he looking for again? Is that not more than enough? I don't understand. Like somehow. So like that's just like I said, I'm not going to be really talking about things that GB did because the article says everything. I don't really want to do that. I just want to talk about like what I picked up from it. I'm not saying that is the only thing that exists in there. We've all established that it is not right. So I'm not going to do all that talking about how, I'm going to talk about what others or what us we can do as people that are seeing it happening from the other side. You understand? Um, the last thing is legal activities and claim books. Amalia was saying this thing like repeatedly, like she was saying this repeatedly, and like even on the IG live that we had, she said it as well. Come, this rain should not even vex me at this point. I'll just vex for you right now. She was even saying it on the live, IG live and everything. She was like that. When you have a startup, have a lawyer. Have a lawyer. Don't just do things by yourself. Don't just think that what you know is what is right. It's good to have a lawyer on your team so that they'll tell you and say, this thing you're about to do is against the law. There was something that I was thinking, like for the contract between me and my co-founder, right? There was something that I was thinking we can do. I had a conversation with her. She told me that it's actually illegal. Like it's actually not right. Like under the law, it is not right. And I was like, oh really? Okay, stay away from it. Let's look for another option. If I didn't have a lawyer on the team and I was the one drafting my contract by myself, I would have put that clause in the contract, thinking that it's a good stuff to put there, and like I'll just be going my way. Can you imagine? So like I always have a lawyer on your team, and like I've actually not talked about how I was able to get lawyer on my team, but I'll just say it simple and straight. I talked to her. I said, "Oh, we're a startup. We don't have funding yet, and all of that. Can we give you equity as a form of payment for all the services that you're going to render?" And then she was like, "Yes," she was interested, and I offered her equity, and now she's on our team as our lawyer. Simple as that. If you don't have money, that's an option that you can take, and if you have the funding, get a lawyer. There's nothing stopping you from getting a lawyer. Get the lawyer. So like what she does is basically write out contracts. I'm just going to mention these two things that she does. Like the other things that she does, but like she majorly writes contracts and she writes out minutes of meetings. So all the conversations that GB had with employees and co-founders and all of that, those type of conversations should be recorded and documented on a letterhead paper. According to her, that's what she said. So any meeting that we have in Plus, she always like writes out the summary of the meeting and the conclusion of the meeting and who ended the meeting, who said what, who did what, and all of that. And then signed by both people, all the people that were in the meeting, signed by all of them. And that says that okay, this is actually what happened in that meeting. So that someone will not come and just screenshot WhatsApp message and just say, oh, this is what somebody said, somebody did this, somebody did that. Do you understand? So like that's another thing, keeping minutes of your meeting. Another thing is financial books. The way people think that keeping your finances is very, very, especially in business, is not that much of a big deal. Even if you are starting on your own, but you plan to become an LLC or plan to become a partnership later on, take them seriously. Even if you're a sole proprietor, take your finances seriously. Like be recording what you are spending, why you are spending it, where you are spending it. If you are not recording it, it means you are doing something. And even if you borrow out of it, record it, because in accounting there's actually a thing called drawings, and drawings means that you took money out of your business for personal use. Record it, like what's there. And if you don't have an accountant, well, I would have said you should use Flutter app, but Flutter app is not ready yet. That's if you don't have an accountant. But if you don't have an accountant, please get one. And like at the end of the day, all of these things that happen, people will say it's not anybody's business. Why are they putting their private? It's a private company. Why are they putting their doings on the internet and stuff like that? I'll be honest, things like this actually help us to grow as entrepreneurs. If we don't know that things like this are a crime, we will continue to do it. Abroad, you cannot do this. And like what's even making it worse for Flutterwave is that they are registered in the US. So it's making everything more complicated because they have to now actually face SEC and all of that. So just a lot. It's really, really, really just a lot. Then there's another thing. I on Tech Point Africa's IG page, I was listening to their post, and someone, I think it was a podcast they had or something, and then like the person said that there was a particular employee that wanted to leave in January, and he sold his stock options for I think $3.5 per share, and then a month after, Flutterwave got funding and their valuation rose up very high. That's when they got the unicorn stuff and everything, and then one share was now $20. That was just 1 month interval. Now, I don't know why you would have employees with stock options. They have stocks, they have shares in your company, and you are only giving information to investors and shareholders that you are about to raise money. What happens to your employees? I don't understand. Don't they have the right to know that you are going to soon like raise funds? Because you should give the employee an option to say, oh, okay, you're about to raise funds, the valuation will go up. Okay, me, I just want to leave. No. Give me my $3.5 per share and let me be going. And then I also have the right to say, oh, okay, let me be smart about this. So they're about to raise money. Or let me just wait small till after, maybe like 3 months after they raise money or something before I leave. Because it doesn't make any sense. Why will you not tell someone that has shares in the company things that have to do with the shares that they have? Do I have any updates from me, for myself? Do I? I don't think I do, honestly. Right now, I'm just trying to sign the agreement with the marketing agent so they can come on board and help me with the marketing part of my business plan, because that's like the major thing that's left. And like once I'm done with that, I would finish up the rest. The financial part is also on hold because in the financial module there is a marketing section there. I have to fill up that one before finishing the financial module, and then now go to the financial part of the business plan. So it's like intertwined together. And yeah, I just really need assistance with writing of business plan. There's nobody else on the team that can assist me because I'm the only one currently that has knowledge and everything. So yeah, this talk has been very long. It's already 16 minutes and I don't want this vlog to be more than 25 minutes max. So
I need a little weed to fall asleep. Not a big deal, just helps me breathe. It's okay, I work it all out. I go higher, higher so I don't fall. Been the one's never going back now. I'm sorry, I'll never come down. But I look at myself at the end of the night. Try to dig deep but I find got a bar between what I take, what I need. I can see it in them, what I don't feel in me. There's a knock on the door, I don't try anymore. But maybe when I'm older, I'll go cross that border. I'll go cross that border. Everybody tells me their problems. I don't really mind, I don't stop them. It's fine, you can put it on me. I got time for all your issues. Carry on so they don't hurt.
Hey guys, so back home from church. So I just wanted to say I've actually done said this on IG. I took Fanta by the way, so my phone is orange, but I really want you guys to like share my content. I'll be honest, like see it's not easy for me as a business owner to say I want to share my journey. Like you hardly find people that are willing to do that. People always say, oh, they want to be successful first before they start to teach people, or they say they don't even have time to teach anybody. They're only thinking about themselves and like be successful in their own business, right? But like I'm doing all this because I'm trying to help other people that are in my situation, because what I've experienced like is not something that I want other people to go through. So like because of that, I'm like, okay, let me share my experience and my journey here on YouTube. And that's what I've been doing for the past 2 years. I think I opened my channel March 15th. I think I posted my first video in April, I'm not so sure. But like I'm sure coming here to tell you guys, see, please be sharing my videos. Like even if, especially if you watch it to the end, you like the video, share it. Like it doesn't take much. I swear, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. I post my videos on YouTube, I share it to my IG, I share it to my LinkedIn. Sometimes I share it to Twitter. I'm not really that active, but I share it to Twitter still. I share it to everywhere that you are on. I'm not even begging at this point. Like I'm telling you to do it. Do you get like? This is something that will definitely help other people, like not just you as a person, like other people. You that watched the video, you know, you've watched it to the end, you liked it, you were touched by it, you were helped. Whatever I said in the video helped you. It's going to help somebody else, definitely. So because of that and because of the kindness that you have, which I know that everybody here is kind, share to your audience, your small audience, your big audience, whatever. It's just share to anybody, your family, your friends. Share. Okay, and also if you watch this video and you like it and you're not subscribed, I don't know how you're doing. I really don't get. Maybe when I start doing special giveaways for only subscribers, all that stuff, maybe that's when people start to subscribe. I don't get like subscribe. It's not that hard. Just press the red button, bam, and turn on notification bell so you know when I post. You get.